What up, world? And this is why you have a chance to break them down like you does.
Yeah.
You know, like system.
BTR boxing.
And Boxing with Jeff. It's a podcast. What up, world? Thank you for joining us on another episode of this podcast. This is BTR Boxing and Boxing with Jeff. We are your we are your host for the evening. Not co. We are your host for the evening. This is BTR Boxing Manny Man, and I am Boxing with Jeff. So let's get into this fight news.
All right. First, I think the main news: Lomachenko retiring. What are your thoughts?
I wanted to see the tank in Loma, but
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Loma want to retire. You got every right to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been in the sport for a while. 2-division champion. You know, can't take nothing away from him. A lot of his fights just been great. Got to see him live see him once or twice.
Yeah.
You got to see him.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I appreciate everything he's done for the sport and what he's given the sport. So, you know, shout out to Loma and congrats on the retirement.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, I also wanted to see the Tank fight. We were pretty close to it, but I mean, unfortunately, what's going on in Lomachenko's home country, it's understandable. Some things are more important than boxing.
Yeah.
You know, life being one of them. So, understandable that he wants to retire because I mean, you can't have your head in the game when you have something that serious going on. So I understand.
Yeah.
So happy retirement to the champ. You know, yeah, like you said, we had some great fights. You know, got a couple opportunities to see him live. They call him the Matrix for a reason. It was fun to see that guy live. So happy retirement, champ, and best of luck to you.
Yes, sir. Let's get into the next thing.
Yes, sir.
Your boy Keyshawn, the businessman. Well, not businessman, Davis. You know, not making weight. Overweight, 4.3 pounds. Super. You know, not professional. Fight got canceled. You know what I mean? De Los Santos is still getting his whole purse. So, you know what I mean? He ain't sweating it. He like, hey, I ain't got to fight and I'm still getting paid.
Right.
So,
it is part.
You know, it's boxing, and that's what it is. But Keyshawn, you got to be more disciplined and you know, being the champion and setting examples. And in your hometown, too. So now Dula Mason gets to be the main. So shout out to Dula and, you know, do your thing. But the businessman, not businessman.
Yeah, that was kind of, I mean, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's understandable. Maybe if you're a veteran and you are struggling with weight as a veteran, but I mean, as a youngster
not
coming
a fresh
up,
fighter like that.
Right? Come on, 4 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, we've seen it before.
Yeah. So
you know,
I mean, this ain't nothing that he can't bounce back from. So,
right?
You know what I'm saying? We've seen it from Benavidez. We've seen it from the face of boxing Tank himself. But they got it in line real fast, and you see where they're at now.
Right.
So I mean, Keyshawn, get back to business because you're the businessman, and then do what you got to do.
Yep.
And you know, we'll see you later down the line.
Yeah, just needs to be a little bit more professional. Me personally, I think it's very disrespectful to the sport, to your opponent. I mean, he took it serious enough to come in and wait, and he's the older man. So I think it was a little disrespectful on his part. Hopefully he tightens up, like you said. We've seen it before, so there's a chance to tighten up here. There might be some loose screws in training camp. Tighten that up, champ, and we'll see you soon, hopefully. Yeah. But I think that's as far as I have for that because I just want to keep it positive. So we'll see where you go, champ. I mean,
definitely. Yeah, you're going to bounce back.
Yeah.
Like everybody else will, but it's just, you know, you messed up the bag on that one.
Yeah, you did.
For sure.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't the main event, but it is what it is. Hopefully you learn your lesson. So.
And then I know it's been a little while, you know, since the fight actually, because you know we would already had an episode out, but we don't get into the card, you know, the Jermall Charlo and the Caleb Plant. So
doubleheader for Mandalay Bay did not disappoint. Let's start with Jermall. Jermall and Loma.
Flawless. Jamal went out there every round, did what he had to do. He did what I know he was gonna do. You know, he TKO, stopped him in the 6th round. Doctors is the ones that stopped it. So obviously he was getting trauma done to him. You know what I mean? So everybody can say this and that. Because after the fight, you know, everybody's seen Cornflake and was like, oh, you know, you did a good job. You didn't do that good enough job. Trust me, he was knocking you. So shout out to Team Charlo, like always, you know, lines only, camp, everything. And you know, we ranked number 2.
Yep.
A WBA.
Yep.
So congrats on that. I know people hating on that, but hey man, you went in there, did did your thing. You make a big impact on the sport, obviously, for them to do what they did. You know, a lot of people hate it, but I love it. So, you know what I mean? And the fight, like I said, he killed him. So, ain't even really too much to say.
Yeah, I mean, Jermall 168. I mean, to me, I was very impressed.
Yeah,
I mean,
that 168, that jab, yeah.
That jab live. I mean, I don't know
when he came off the rope.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
I mean, I don't know how it looked on TV, but live, you guys gotta understand.
Yeah. We was there, seeing that.
Jermall packed some punch,
and yeah,
at 68,
all Mandalay Bay heard that.
Yeah, at 68, that was impressive.
Yeah,
I mean, it got to the point where you started feeling bad for the kid. I honestly don't understand why in the crowd they were booing when the doctor stopped it. It was an obvious time to stop the fight. The kid was getting whooped. Yeah. I mean, whooped. He was
going to get knocked out even if they let him go back out.
Fight was over. Fight was over. At some point, I mean, if competition is over, the fight's over. Yeah. It's competition is the point. I understand it's her business, but if there's no competition coming on the other side, the kid's going to get hurt. Yeah. He's going to get hurt.
Lamar was going to knock him cold out.
Oh, it was over.
He was going to knock him.
It was a great stoppage. Great stoppage.
And he just kept dropping them and hurting them, so.
I mean, I honestly thought the ref was going to stop it before the end of the round previously. So when he stopped it was the right call. Perfect call. Like, it's over.
He didn't take too much, no more damage. So he took enough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Jermall is impressive at 168. He's going to be a problem.
He's about to be a big
problem.
Big problem.
Big
and he's already been a big problem in the sport. So, you know, just a lot of people just don't like him.
Yeah.
But like I said, I love them. Those are my boys.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Congrats on the win, champ. So,
got another W.
Congrats on the win.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he has a lot of options now.
Good spirits, happy, back with his brother, where he's supposed to be. So, you know, shout out to the boy.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to Molly Mall.
Did his thing.
So, yeah.
Big things coming for Jermall.
Big things. For sure.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
For sure. And as far as the main event.
The main event. Caleb Plant. Let you start this.
I mean, okay, so going into the fight, I mean, I did expect Plant to box. I didn't expect him to start gassing towards the middle of the fight. 5th, 6th round, already gassing. I mean,
they said they had a good camp and all that, so obviously you didn't if you're gassing.
He's gassing.
But I ain't gonna lie, he got a problem with that. And he's had a problem with that in some of his other fights.
Yeah.
But you know, that's something that y'all got to work on because you know, that physicality in that ring, you know, and getting hit and you got to move, you know. And I thought because you know he was faster than Resendiz for sure.
Yeah.
He just was standing in the paint too much and just was taking a lot of body shots. His whole left side, man, was just red. Like, it was crazy. I thought he was probably gonna get dropped by a body shot.
So did I.
And then you know he was rocking him in the 10th round.
Yeah.
He was just bouncing him around, and I thought it was over for Caleb.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, you know, he stood through it like a warrior,
as he always does.
He just didn't win.
Yeah.
You know, like Maul said, you dropped the ball on this one, but you got the rematch clause. So, you know, go back to the drawing board, see where you messed up, which was not throwing them hands, and get back in there and do what you got to do, man, because you know you got better skills than what you know, you just played that night.
Yeah.
So,
and
the whole world knows that. Like, we know you're a good fighter and everything. So, Caleb, you gotta come do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, he got outboxed.
Yeah.
For the boxer to get outboxed, it's just shocking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody expected that.
Mercedes was kind of in there bullying him.
You know bullied him, literally. That's what I'm saying. It's I mean, you're the boxer, and the kid beat you.
Yeah.
Beat you.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it looked like Plant even looked to his corner like, yeah, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Beat you.
You know? Is
what I'm saying.
Too, so.
But I mean, it is what it is. It's boxing, you know. You never know, you know. You never know what's going to happen until the fight actually happens.
Unanimous decision for a reason,
right?
So, but I mean, you see why rematch clauses are in store because obviously the fighters know something. You know, they know something's up. Like, you know, like this guy got some skills. He just ain't no pushover.
Nah.
So, you know, but Plant said he's going to stomp on them, walk on them, and the tables turn. So, you know, that wasn't a good thing. You know,
it happens. It's boxing.
Event, but I mean, it is boxing. Like I said, it only takes one punch.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And some fighters just don't find their rhythm, and it seemed like he just didn't find it at all.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna pop that jab, move around, do flurries and combos like he usually does.
Right.
And it looked like something was wrong. You know, and he said his hand was hurting. So if that was the case, you know, hopefully get that hand right. You know what I mean? Go get some therapy and everything. Do what you got to do, and let's run that back.
I mean, yeah. I mean. Thinking back on the fight, I don't remember him throwing combinations. Really, you know, 1, 1, 2, and out.
No.
You know, like that was it.
No.
Something gets him on.
Resendez was just outputting too much and was on him. Like he was just jumping on him. And like you said, that hand was bothering him that much. That's probably why he wasn't, popping that jab.
Yeah, it could be. It makes sense.
To understand, like, hurting your hand and going out to go fight 12 rounds, it's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, something was off. Not throwing combinations is not a Caleb. Eventually, he throws combos.
Like Plant at all.
No, he didn't.
Like, you already know, especially if you watch his fights and you just know what type of fighter he is. So
he was off.
Sorry, champ. You'll be back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bounce back. Like I said, you got the rematch clause. Let's get that get back. Let's get that lit back.
Yeah, he's going to have to, hopefully right back. Hopefully he's right back in there September, October at the latest. Hopefully he gets that rematch because until he gets that rematch, I think he's stuck on the mud, It's one of those losses you weren't expecting.
He's at a dead end right now.
He is.
Until he figures that out.
Right.
So
it is what it is. Yeah. He's going to have to get that get back until now.
Well, definitely. Because Maul won his.
He did his part.
He did his part. Plant didn't get to do his, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But again, that's what rematch clauses are for, and let's get it back in blood.
Yeah, gonna have to. So good luck to Caleb. Hopefully he gets that rematch, and hopefully we see him back in the ring soon if he is going to continue.
Yeah.
But if not, I guess we'll see. Not really a conversation I guess we should have until he decides what he wants to do, right? Yeah. So we'll see what the decision is.
We hear some news sooner than later. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Because, like, nobody got damaged in the fight. Nobody got hurt like that. Right. So it ain't nothing that can really... I mean, besides, sorry, he did say his hand. But the severity of it, I don't think he had to get surgery or anything. So, probably sprained it or something. But, work it on out.
Yeah, get
back to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do it right back at Mandalay Bay if you got to. It was a fun night of boxing.
Yeah, it was nice. For sure. It was a nice weekend of boxing in Vegas.
A nice quick card. Good fights on there. Mm-hmm. Can't complain. Yep. The only bad thing was that Plant didn't get the dub. But I mean, like I said, it's boxing.
That's right. That's right. So you can't assume it's over until the fight actually happens.
And don't leave it in the judge's hands. Ever.
Because
you never know with them. So
yeah.
But again, that's what we got for y'all this week on this episode. We wanted to recap the fight, give y'all the boxing news, give y'all the latest and the greatest. You know what I mean? And as always, thank you for tuning in with us. This is BTR Boxing and Boxing with Ja. Peace. Yeah.